This sum has 4 questions asked. We will do step by step. Watch the video 2 or 3 times until you understand the entire question. Okay. And here you see I have written the given data. You have AM is equal to BM, or M is the midpoint of AB, and it is also given DM is equal to CM. I have written that, and angle C is 90 degree. If you remove all the words given in the question, this is the data given in the question, and we have to prove all these 4 parts. First we will try the first one. Triangle AMC congruent to triangle BMD. So we consider those two triangles, triangle AMC and triangle DMB. Now you see we have side equal and these two sides equal, and we know these two sides are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are equal. So what do you have? SAS. By SAS, the two triangles are congruent. I have written the same steps here. We have AM equal to BM, vertically opposite angles are equal, and CM equal to DM. These are all given in the question. So the triangles are congruent by SAS criterion. Now, because of SAS criterion, we will see what are the CPCT that we are getting. Okay. You see, you have to. Now we will see what are the CPCT that we are getting. Here you see we have a side, and here you see we have an equal side. Take the angle opposite to this side, and I am marking a different symbol, and this angle opposite to this side will be this one. This is how you have to mark the equal angles. These two angles are equal by CPCT. Now I have written the same thing. Angle DBM is equal to angle MAC. Okay, the two angles are equal by CPCT. Now you see how it features in our answer. I have marked this one. No, do you notice it has a N shape? You have this one. Here you have C, here you have this angle, and you have D, B, A. I have the N shape. I have taught you when you have a N shape or a Z shape, that means alternate interior angles are equal, so the lines will be parallel. So this one and this one are parallel, and BD is parallel to AC. So I have written the same here. Alternate interior angles are equal. Which are the alternate interior angles? These two are the alternate interior angles. They are equal, so AC is parallel to BD. After that, we still have to write B is equal to 90 degree. For that, again we are going to use a property of parallel lines. I am going to draw the same lines in another way. D, you don't have to do all this. I have done this to explain the concept to you. We have this is 90 degree. These two are parallel. We saw just now, no? So this is 90 degree, means this will be 180 minus 90. Why? Because these two are interior angles on the same side. Interior angles on the same side will be supplementary. So this is 90, means this has to be 90. Then only 90 plus 90 will be 180 degree. So angle B is equal to 90 degree because interior angles on the same side are supplementary. Not equal, supplementary. But since it is 90, the other angle also should be 90. Now we come to the third subdivision. See, in the third subdivision, they are asking us to prove that triangle DBC and triangle ACB are congruent. So see how we are getting the triangles. DBC is this triangle, and ACB is this triangle. So for this we don't have enough data. So again we are going to go for the first one only. We saw, no, these two triangles are congruent. Since they are congruent, by CPCT we will get these two are equal because they are parts of the same congruent triangles. No, CPCT we get DB equal to AC. If it helps, I will draw the diagram for the two triangles separately. I have separated the two triangles alone from the main diagram. You see, we just wrote by CPCT BD is equal to AC. I have noted that the same symbol here, and angle C equal to angle B equal to 90 degree. So I have noted the symbol also. Now you see these two are same. They are equal, no, BC. They are common only. So what will you have? These two are equal. Now you see side, angle, side. By SAS, the two triangles are congruent. So if they are congruent, again by CPCT, what will you get? DC is equal to AB. AB equal to DC. By CPCT, we are asked to prove that CM is equal to half of AB. So CM will be equal to CM is the midpoint of DC. No, M is in the middle. So CM will be half of DC. CM equal to half of DC equal to half into, we just proved AB is equal to DC. So instead of CD, I am going to write AB. Now I have got CM is equal to half of AB.